We're Gucci. Alright. So, the purpose of this is to talk about weapons. You remember?
Yeah.
Alright, what is your opinion on the Liberty Launcher?
I think it really depends. Like, if you can aim the rockets you have with it well, then it could be a good side grade, but I suppose if you can't aim it very well, it's just a spam and do nothing weapon, but it's also a weird mix between utility and damage, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of it, but it's alright, it's not like as bad as everyone says it is, so...
Yeah, I have to agree, it's not as bad as everyone says it is, but in order to make it good, it depends on your skill. Like, you have to be able to... Like, you have to be able to... Huh?
That shit.
Yeah, you gotta be able to hit that, otherwise, the damage does look scary, like, oh god, this is less damage, but, actually, the less, if you want to do, like, most damage to kill someone, like, yeah, you gotta hit them, but, as the damage gets lower, it scales a lot closer to stock.
Yeah.
But then again, that's only because when something gets low enough, they have to be equal. Otherwise, one does 0. And TF2 doesn't, like, do that, except for with the shortstop, but that's not gonna be in this video.
Yeah.
Alright, so I give the Liberty Launcher a solid 4.5 out of 5. I mean, if they added less water, it'd probably be a solid 5, but you know. Yeah. A move. Yeah.
Soldier Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Movie's no robot.
Yeah. Now moving on to the Babyface's blaster. This one still gets a lot of hate, and it's like everyone says it's the worst thing the Scout has. Which no, the worst weapon the Scout has is the fucking backscatter. But that's because TF2.
Yeah, backscatter just like a straight downgrade, no matter how you try and use it. Well, I suppose in some cases it's a side grade, but in every other situation, downgrade.
Yeah, it's mostly a downgrade because the hitboxes in TF2 are dependent on your ping, especially for bullet-based hitboxes.
It's like, well, why would you ever use the backscatter over stock if that's how you like to play Scout, really?
I don't.
At least with Babyface Blaster, not only does it have something at least unique that doesn't pain the weapon in the ass, but on top of that, it's kind of based on your dodging skill because of the damage taken in, but I feel like it does need a buff, but it's only so that it's got 2 pistol shots to lose all of your boosts. Like, if you get rid of that, it'll be Gucci.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I use the Babyface's blaster, and every time I combo it with the bonk, because with the reverting of the bonk to its original state, it actually works really well, because even if you're no boost, the bonk runs out and you're slow as shit. Just 2 shots from the Babyface just brings you soaring. But that's not. I don't think that's how everyone wants to use the Babyface. I think they want to use it with the new and improved Pretty Boy's pocket pistol, which does work because secondaries and melees build boost as well. Not a lot of people realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, it's kind of like the, what's it called, soda popper, where you can build height with every weapon and all, which...
I don't think you can build hype with every weapon. Only the soda popper itself.
That's because I shot people with a wing and building heights. Building that.
I tried them all.
Also builds height, so...
I tried them all. Did you? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so, So on the Babyface, it depends on how good at dodging you are, but I agree that it's the rate at which it loses boost should scale 1-to-1. And the atomizer should no longer affect it. Let's be real here.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't deserve all the hate it gets, as technically, if we're talking like in real TF2 play, the Soda Popper and Backscatter are both worse. But
I don't think the Soda Popper's worse.
I'm talking about like
It's just a black scattergun, really.
I'm talking about I'm talking about stuff like in competitive play. The Soda Popper would be considered worse, but then again,
I don't think they have any ground to judge it on because it's banned. So.
Yeah. Wait, the Babyface is banned or the Soda Popper's banned?
No, Soda Popper's banned because if you know exactly how to aim with a Soda Popper, like you can just one shot, like you can just one click destroy a soldier in like less than a second. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, next.
Like, if you don't know how to aim it, it's just kind of. The same goes for Force of Nature and Shortstop.
Yeah, alright. Next weapon on the chopping block is the new atomizer that everyone's saying is, oh god, so much worse, when all they did was fix a bug with the quick switch mechanic. Like,
I'm going to defend this one. We'll go back to the Sandman everything.
Like, the atomizer.
This is my propaganda for the Sandman army.
Yeah, the Sandman has its uses too. It's just, you can no longer.
The Sandman isn't as good as it was before, but that's definitely a good thing because Sandman was fucking ridiculous. Like just disable the weaponry, run in, two-shot them, schadenfreude, and run away.
Or you just fucking throw the kitchen utensil at them, and they're just like, and then you shot and fraud and run away. But
if you're any of the people that still use the Sandman, miss the ball, but miss both your Force of Nature shots and die trying to run away.
Yeah, you
like a real scout main would.
A real scout main could work around this slowdown thing, but I've seen a lot more Rap Assassin scouts than I have Sandman after Jungle Inferno, and
It's kind of weird because I'd still say that Rap Assassin is kind of.
I mean, beating people to death with the Rap Assassin is funny, and you can't even get mad at that.
Yeah, it is kind of a good damage weapon with the bauble, but then it's just a hilarious meme weapon running up to people and slapping them with it because it like damage penalty is only shit.
Alright, so, I don't remember what the next.
5% damage penalty in a scout melee, you hit them for like 15 every time. That's beautiful.
I don't remember what the next weapon we were going to talk about was, but I got one. I got one, the Sydney Sleeper. A lot of.
I don't think Sydney Sleeper's that bad anymore.
I don't think it was.
Looking at the changes, it's just that now you can just like the durability's lost, but now you can actually kill people with it. So
you could kill people with it beforehand. I don't think it was ever bad. But because remember,
like it's never been bad. It's just been kind of, well, why would you use it if you can already aim instead? People because like, you could cover them in durability and let your teammates kill them, or you could just kill them.
Well, remember it this way. What role is Sniper listed on the class selection screen?
Yeah, I know he's a support class, but I think killing the heavy instead of splashing him in piss and letting the scout shoot at him is a bit more support.
Yeah, but it was nice for the TF. It was nice for the TF team to add a weapon that specifically says Sniper is.
It's a good idea behind it, but it's always been executed kind of. But I'd say it's still balanced now. It's like more supportive than some weapons in a way because you can put people out with it if you can get around the teammate hitboxes. But
yeah, and another weapon I just thought of is the Amputator.
Amputator I will defend because it's like I'll defend it in some cases, but in others it's just kind of
as a damaging melee. It's not good. But think about the fact that you're a medic, you're running up to someone trying to kill them.
It's great, but it's like it only ever comes into play in choke points. It's just kind of elsewhere, but.
I mean, if
you only ever take your melee out to defend yourself when your team's not, so...
And another thing is, like, imagine if everyone's getting hurt and you can't do nothing, what do? You can hide behind a corner and, heal everyone who's calling for medic enough for them to survive the fight, and then you can switch over to your medigun and heal the most important target.
Who's, amazing players. Everyone but the enemy team spies runs away from your healing arm, and you'll know they got the enemy spy.
Actually, I think you do heal the enemy spy with that, and you know, it makes sense.
Yes, it heals everyone, so that includes enemy spies, which I guess is balanced, but...
The only real problem is that while you're taunting, said enemy spy could come in, stab your butt, and then get out.
That's like, oh, wee baguette.
Exactly. And speaking of spy, you wanna talk about the Enforcer?
The Enforcer, I think, like, it is viewed as a meme weapon, but now with the change where it actually affects the piercing things, it's like, I suppose it's kind of better for fighting Wrangled sentries and stuff.
Well, yeah, it does actually pierce the Wrangled sentries.
It has a bit of utility against, like, the Fist of Steel Heavies, if it actually does pierce them, never having checked, but, yeah.
It does pierce Wrangled sentries, but it does not pierce Sap sentries, which has its own armor. But it makes sense, because, like, I guarantee you, Valve just forgot that mechanic existed. Because, frankly, I did.
I bet you, like, because everyone was using the gloves and running urgently when they're playing heavy, that's why, like, they only added the less health from healers in the Fist of Steel and just forgot it existed with the resistances and all that for the Enforcer, so I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the thing about the Enforcer is, doesn't it also have that damage bonus when disguised, so you can pull off one strong shot against the Vaccinator medic to draw his attention?
Yeah,
then
that one strong shot, but like, it's definitely not as good as it used to be, where it was fucking overpowered when it was bonus while undisguised.
yeah, but when you think about it, with that huge shot against something as important as like a Vaccinator medic, that second shot, which also pierces the resistance, will kill the medic.
Yeah. I wasn't just using Enforcer because I'm a funny meat man with the big fucking dagger and everyone's favourite red tape record.
Oh yeah, there's no defending the red tape recorder. We're not gonna do that here.
You can kind of defend the red tape recorder because it was broken when it came out, but then it just
Wait, what was it like when it came out?
Like, it used to just, like, down level buildings like half the time it does now. But now it's just kind of, why would you ever use this unless you're a funny meat man, you have a space runner, you don't even know what it does yet.
Or if there's like 50 engineers in one area, you know.
Yeah, and you just want to, like, down level all the sentries.
Yeah, it's better than the regular sapper in that one specific point, but in every other point, it's not.
Yeah, it's like, you only switched it like once in a blue moon and never again.
Especially in, like, you know, I just thought of another scenario where the sapper outshines the red tape, and it's a scenario no one ever talks about. It's fucking man versus machine. You know what the red tape recorder does in man versus machine? The same as the sapper, except for when there's that engineer that you need to take care of. You can't unlevel those sentries. Because as soon as they're like level 1 and the sapper's broken, you know what happens?
This goes right back up to level 3, does it not? Because they instantly...
Yeah.
Do they not?
Yeah, it goes instantly back up to level 3. So, like, if it wasn't for that, it actually would be more usable than stock in MVM, but, you know, Valve doesn't care about MVM anyway, so, you know, why should we?
Yeah, they probably don't even remember it exists.
Like the weapons we've
But they're not doing it with it apart from maybe like I don't know, fixed match making for it or something.
The
yeah, won't do anything else with it, you know, like
then again, out of all the weapons we've talked about, only the Amputator and the Enforcer can be used in MVM. But then again, what kind of a medic doesn't use the Ubersaw in MVM?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could kind of use the Liberty launcher if it was like Wave 666 or something. But,
Yeah, but you know.
it's like the problem with things like the Liberty launcher with direct hitting MVM is like the downside. Like Stop just does what it does with upgrades, but without the downside.
Alright, so while we're back on the topic of Soldier, let's talk about the least used banner, the Battalion's Backup.
I love the battalions. I don't think battalions backups considered a bad weapon. It's just underrated because
No one ever notices that.
Recognize, oh, I got that kill because of the health of the conjurer. Like, oh, I got that kill from the damage from the buff banner. But it's like because it's just a passive thing and not like giving you health back or doing extra damage. It's just like take less damage. Nobody ever recognises. Oh hey, that battalion's backup soldier saved their ass.
No one ever says that.
Yeah, it's like it's just the team player that does nothing, that gets no respect. Sorry.
Yeah.
Although I'll probably just put Mount on because I'll use it all the time. Definitely not because we name I've used for reference.
Yeah, and on Soldier, another weapon.
Extra health, so
Another weapon that soldiers don't use is like the Equalizer, and this could include the Shahansha too, since they both have the exact same stats. Like the Shahansha, I can see being
Equalizer the better version of Shahansha because it's like
Soldier's going to be within that melee range, while if a sniper's within a melee range, they're going to die.
Yeah, it's like Shahansha I don't think is like a bad weapon. It's just there's no reason to use it unless you have an expensive one or something because it's like it does all the things that Stock does, but just like either slightly worse or slightly better. So it's like, what's the point?
Another sniper melee that gets either too much love or not enough love is the Tribalman Shiv, which I've always.
Tribalman Shiv, I just don't see the point in it. It's like, sure you can do 3 bleed damage, but it's like.
Actually, it's 4 bleed damage because when the Afterburn was changed, they also changed bleed because they're about the same. But the thing that I always use it with is I always use it because if I'm gonna hit you once, I'm gonna hit you a second time and then a third time, and if that doesn't kill you, the bleed will.
Although then again, usually couple hits of the Stop would just kill them in the first place, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, I just like using it. But that bleed damage makes some
like 25% on either end of the damage scale does basically it's just like the Machina was like stock that for fancy people are hipsters is really how it described.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say about the Machina. But what I do have something to say about...
It's like, you don't really need to say anything about the Machina. It's like, it's a side grade that makes people salty when you body shot people with it. It's like, there's nothing to add to that, really.
Yeah. What I do have something to say about, though, is... Shit, I had a Demo Man weapon that I forgot. Oh, yeah! The Pain Train, which is also for Soldier, not just Demo Man, but the Pain Train gets a lot of, like, why would you use this when... Let's take the damage, let's take the bullet vulnerability of that, and then just, like, realize that it means basically nothing to a class.
It means basically nothing unless it's an all-fire bullet weapon. So,
you know...
I think the only thing with that is bullet weapons usually shoot a lot of bullets at once, so 10% starts to add up.
But then again, you would have died anyway in a lot of those...
It doesn't add up because bullet damage is usually low, so it'll add like 1 damage on per bullet, so... I don't know. But then as well as that, the capture rate on Waver, it is also a small upgrade because it's like, it only works in CP maps.
Well, actually, it works on payload maps as well.
Lag and it doesn't even affect the payload, so...
Actually, it affects the payload. What are you talking about?
No, it's like it appears as a 2, but from what I remember, it doesn't actually speed it up or anything. It's the same speed.
The next weapon I was thinking of that actually is usable on the Demo Man, and only the Demo Man. It's not gonna be the Caber. It's gonna be the crap, I forgot. Oh yeah, the Scottish Resistance. This one comes from the Discord where they were defending it. But they made some good points. And I made some good points.
Yeah, Scottish Resistance, it's like, I don't get the hate behind it. It's like, it's just a more defensive sticky bomb launcher.
Let me explain why the Scottish Resistance doesn't deserve any hate in just a few words, alright? Highest burst damage in the game.
Yeah, like in MVM or something, it's like the best sticky bomb launcher because you can put out like 14 crit stickies before the robots even get there, so...
Not even just in MVM, in King of the Hill, or less so of Payload.
6 more stickies, but the only downside is you have to turn around and face the point if you're in the middle of a battle to detonate them, so...
Yeah, that'd be worth it though. You're in the middle of a battle and someone's trying to backcap the point, you're just like, no.
Just turn around.
Just turn around and go, just turn around, spam, do a no bind and just go, boom. Detonate 14.
Just no to one of your keys. Or you bind no to mouse too, that blows it up at the same time.
Actually, I'm gonna do that as soon as I open up my game and create a new bind.
It's just like, bind them to, plus attack to, say no.
Yeah, I gotta type in a lot of shit to do voice command binds, but on to the... Yeah, but the Scottish Resistance doesn't deserve a lot of hate. You can even sticky spam with it if you, like, aim upwards before you do anything with it. Just gotta... It takes a little bit of skill. It's not easy to pull off, but all you gotta do is angle your mouse just slightly up. Just angle your view slightly up. That's it. And that's how you do the airburst Scottish Resistance.
Yeah, I'm gonna butt in here and defend the waifu secondary for heavy. Get your banana shit out of here. I don't care if it recharges faster. What does it matter if your medic's already died because you only gave 20% health?
That is true. But while we're on the topic of heavy...
Well, I suppose, like, the banana does have its upsides, like, it recharges faster, so if you're crap at the game and you keep taking damage, you can heal it off faster, so...
While we're on the topic of heavy, let's talk about the Natasha. You thought I was gonna say the Brass Beast. No, that weapon is obviously only good on defense, but Natasha...
Natasha, I don't think it's that bad anymore after they fixed it slowly. I think it's actually ridiculous now that they fixed it slow, so...
But, you know...
There's multiple levels of footage of just, like, it slowing them down to a near halt. Like, it's that ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hard to fight him at close range, but at long range it's easy to get out of the way. But if a heavy's shooting you at long range, he deserves the opportunity to do more damage.
Yeah.
You hear that, cucks? This is why you stalk over Polislav. Unless you're schizophrenic and can't very fucking type it.
Yeah, the Thomas Love is... We're gonna do another video at a later date where we bash overrated weapons.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think here, because we've covered almost every class.
Black box. Cool.
Alright, yeah. Pyro. Oh yeah, Pyro. Since everyone uses the degreaser, let's defend the backburner. It's like better than...
How do you defend one of the most disgusting weapons in the game? Well, like...
Here's how you defend it. You say it's better than the degreaser and move on.
Fair enough.
And next... The next pyro weapon we're gonna talk about is the, shit, it was a melee, but I can't remember the name of it. Oh, fuck. Moving on to, well, the only class we haven't talked about yet. is the engineer, but I can't think of any weapon that deserves being defended with the engineer.
Maybe Frontier Justice?
No, no, everyone already knows about that one. I was thinking of the Thompson, but
It's like a side grade. So, I don't know. Short circuit, not really.
we could talk of.
I mean, you can affect, but
Oh wait, I just thought of a wrench we could.
It's too situational to like call underrated or whatever. So it's just like
Okay, if I remember correctly, engineer has 5 wrenches, and there's stock, Eureka, Jag, Gunslinger. What's the 5th one?
Southern Hospitality.
Yeah, I forgot that existed.
Yeah.
So did Valve. But
I don't think anyone remembers that the Southern Hospitality exists. It's just like that I can't afford a strange wrench.
no, I thought that was the. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The only weapon I can think of defending that's underused is the Widowmaker or the Thompson, but the Thompson deserves to be underused. The Widowmaker
The
doesn't.
Thompson's crap, and it's like Widowmaker. I don't think it's underrated. It's just that like it just completely depends on the skill of the person using it. Where it can be a straight downgrade or a straight upgrade.
If it's a straight downgrade, you don't deserve to be using the you shouldn't be using. If it's a straight downgrade for you, you shouldn't be using the shotgun on engineer.
Yeah, you should just be using the Rescue Ranger like a basic bitch.
But if it's a straight upgrade, then that shows that in the right hands, aka anyone who's semi decent at the game, the Widowmaker is the best engineer primary. But in the hands of someone who's actually terrible, it's the worst engineer primary. Well, no, nothing can be worse than the Thompson, so it's the second worst engineer.
Well, yeah, that's true. The Thompson's like shoot every single bullet you've got and just pray the hitboxes don't fuck up.
The Thompson has like huge hitboxes.
Yeah, it's just let's get huge hitboxes and like none of them connect.
Yeah, because it uses the projectile hitbox, so you can hit with anywhere within a fucking rectangular prism. But at the same time, it's not going to connect. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. People are saying it's worse now, but in actuality, it's not worse.
It's definitely worse, but it's not like unusable worse.
Yeah, the weapon that's
balanced one, it now actually has a downside for being able to run fast. Instead of just pull it out, speed ahead, you're at the front lines, put away like 2 seconds before you get there, no penalty whatsoever. Now it's like you're actually punished for using it, which is good.
The only weapon that was changed to be actually unusable, actually unusable worse is the eviction notice, because now it's just a discount gloves are running urgently.
Yeah, it's like eviction notice just needs the gloves running urgently stats removed, or at least inverted, because it's unusable at the moment. Really.
It needs its own stats to be unique.
Yeah, it's like, get rid of the gloves running urgently shit, but keep the faster firing speed as well as the extra speed on hit, because it's like, it has less damage per second than the fist because of how it works, but then the faster speed and hit means you'll be able to connect more hits probably, I don't know. Just make it not the gloves are running urgently, please, Valve. The open layer.
Alright, I'm scratching my head, I can't think of any more weapons to defend, can you?
Not really, no.
Alright then, we'll call this a day, and we'll be back the next time we fucking do something like this.
Then we can blast the shit out of overrated weapons.
That sounds like fun. Can't wait to see the like-dislike ratio on that one. But, yeah. We'll be back probably, I don't fucking know. don't fucking know. I don't have a schedule. Alright. I'll see you guys in whatever video comes out next. I have no fucking clue.
See you faggots. Hit that.
Fuck off and die.